perfect memory of the Schoharie Creek stretches 93 miles through some of upstate New York's most serene farmland and forest. Every day, tens of thousands of people travel right over it, without a second thought of what's below.
I would never have known that was a bridge, and I don't think anybody else knows it's a bridge because you're on the thruway.
The Thruway. Since 1960, the Empire State's straight shot between its biggest cities, an ever-reliable route from New York City to Buffalo and back. Until one day in April.
The Schoharie Bridge collapsed. A tractor trailer and 4 cars went with it.
Thruway closed immediately. By the bridge on 5S to see if we can rescue anybody. You read, Fonda?
Vehicles available. We have a tractor trailer and 4 cars. Schoharie Bridge just collapsed. Request all possible assistance.
I still think about it. Here we are many years later, and I still think about it as one of those things it's imprinted in your mind. You never forget.
April 1987. Spring tries to shake off winter. Just as the snow begins to melt, the rain starts to fall, soaking the region for 3 straight days and overwhelming the Schoharie Creek.
I've never seen a creek like this.
It's a vision that started with an old revamped FedEx truck that's now a popular restaurant.
The demand of catering and just our curbside service just sort of outgrew the food truck.
Slide and Dirty owner Tim Taney left his food service job to start making signature sliders with creative toppings in 2011.
We're looking at how we can take a unique spin on something and make it our own so that we're not doing the same thing everyone else is doing.
And when it came to putting down roots, Tim chose Troy.
The heartbeat of this city is still the small businesses and the community atmosphere here.
He and his staff come up with the unique ideas.
A lot of times it's what's your favorite meal? Can we make that into a slider?
Like the Bacon Blue Burger and Tim's favorite.
I like the Dirty Ninja.
The UAlbany campus in winter might not be the most inviting place, but inside the CEFCU Arena, it's quite comfortable, especially for the Great Danes. There isn't a building in the league with more championship banners. What made it appealing to Joe Cremo and Greg Steyer had nothing to do with that.
That was my only offer at the time.
Division I, this is really my only option.
Steyer and Cremo were both well-known, highly thought-of Section 2 players, just not highly recruited. For Will Brown, keeping talent close to home is nice, but it's important to not keep it on the sidelines.
Let's face it, flipping cards, stacking chips, rolling around the roulette table, it can build up quite the appetite. If you need to refuel for the next round, Rivers is flowing with options.
So we're standing in the middle of our marketplace, which has 4 different concepts.
There's burgers and breakfast that flipped, Italian at Johnny's, Asian mix at Mian, and if you need a late night jolt, coffee and dessert at Villa Italia.
Open 24/7 at the casino, serves espresso, cappuccino, coffees, pastries, cookies, cupcakes, cinnamon buns, you name it.
You need caffeine to gamble all night, right?
Absolutely.
Well, this is our casual steakhouse.
Duke's Chop House, featuring everything from a 12-ounce top sirloin to a 32-ounce porterhouse. So whether you're playing the penny slots or looking to raise the stakes with a bigger cut, you won't find anything else like it in Schenectady.
We don't have a steakhouse here. So from that standpoint, it's an affordable one. It's not a special occasion event, but we want people to come here on a regular basis.
And if you need to wash it down, the mixologist at Van Slyck's has got just the drink for you.
He's been constructing a lot of cocktails, so there's...
It was a beautiful, calm day in Lake George. It was as nice a day in October that you would ever get. And it just became, I would think, the darkest day in Lake George since I've been mayor.
Lake George Mayor Robert Blaze witnessed a lot in his 42-year tenure as mayor, but this day was drastically different.
Went up to the site on Kramer Point, where you could see the folks that had perished lying on a lawn of one of the homes that fronted on the lake. And of course, the rescue had already been underway.
The Ethan Allen, a small cruise ship owned by the Shoreline Company, made a sharp turn on the lake and capsized at 3 p.m. that afternoon. The boat had a tour group of 47 passengers, all senior citizens from out of state, plus a crew member.
The first thing I did was say a prayer. The boat had capsized. I knew that there were elderly people on the boat.
These folks that had come to us from the Detroit, Michigan area by bus to enjoy all of the beauty and foliage in Lake George had gotten on that vessel, and unfortunately many of them had perished.
What can I do for you today? Buffalo tender, no lettuce, no tomato. Good morning, Genoa.
We try to keep things new and exciting for the customers coming in.
It's the friendly customer service and unique sandwiches that owner Bob Didio says keeps customers coming back to Genoa Importing in Loudonville. He opened up shop in this historic building in 1990, just up the street from Siena College.
God bless those kids, they can eat.
I remember eating the eggplant parm sub like 15 years ago, and I've been thinking about it ever since.
They serve hot food and more than 50 specialty subs on freshly baked bread, all topped with premium and homemade cheeses and meats.